Can you do a dismissal with prejudice in Oklahoma Family Law Court? I'm Tulsa Attorney James Worth, and that is a question that somebody submitted. So first off, I guess we've got to talk about dismissals being with or without prejudice. So if it's dismissal with prejudice, that with prejudice is with prejudice to refiling, meaning that it's dismissed and they can't simply file that thing again. Whereas if it's dismissal without prejudice, then we've got what's called the saving statute. It means that it can be refiled within a year and not violate the statute of limitations. So you can refile that for the same thing based on the same facts, requests, and the same stuff as long as it's refiled within a year if it was dismissed without prejudice. So we're talking about with prejudice here. Can you do a dismissal with prejudice in family law court? And the answer is that you can. However, it may not be as strong as you want it to be. If we're talking about perhaps a custody issue and you file a motion to modify and ultimately you dismiss that with prejudice, that doesn't prevent you from ever filing another motion to modify custody again. However, it may prevent you from filing a motion to modify or change custody based on those facts that you alleged before, because that was dismissed with prejudice. That is done. However, these things evolve over time, new events occur, so it's very likely if you're having issues and you dismiss something and then the issues continue, you can file it based on the things that have occurred since that time and still file your motion to modify custody. In family law court, if we're dealing with kids, it's all about the best interest of the children, so you'll find that they're not as strict on the rules in family law court as they are regular civil court, and they're more focused on, rather than the exact letter of the law, they're focused on the main spirit of the law in family law court, which is best interest of the children. So can you do a motion with or do a dismissal with prejudice in family law court? Yes, you can, and it can preclude certain things, but it may not be as strong as you want it to be. But it's going to depend on your specific circumstances. So if you're dealing with a scenario, you're going to want to talk to an attorney privately, confidentially, to get legal advice specific to your circumstances. To get that scheduled with an attorney at my office, you can go online to makelaweasy.com.